Hola.
Hola.
LightSpeed Spanish. This is a podcast for early intermediate. It's number 27.
Correcto.
And today we're talking about two interesting verbs. Pedir and preguntar.
Pero antes.
Primero, Cintia, ¿qué tal?
Estoy muy bien. ¿Qué tal estás?
Fenomenal, como siempre. Después del podcast o de los podcasts, voy a tomar un café. ¿Quieres tomar un café conmigo?
Pero no hay cafetera.
Sí, pero ya tengo un sistema. Sí, yo puedo preparar un café. Lo que pasa, ayer Sebastián rompió mi cafetera.
Sí.
Sí, entonces era de cristal y lo tiró al suelo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Muy malo. Malo.
Porque él sabe que el café es malo para ti.
Sí, Sí, no bebas más café.
No tomes café.
Sí. Bueno, sí, entonces si quieres te invito a un café.
Gracias, Gordon.
Vale. Ok.
¿Me invitas en el sentido inglés o español?
Lo preparo en casa, entonces no tengo que pagarlo.
Entonces en el sentido inglés.
Inglés, sí. Te invito. Okay, so pedir, preguntar. These two verbs can cause a little bit of confusion because in English we don't really have only one verb. We do have two verbs, but we get confused about which one is which. So first of all, preguntar, Cynthia, in English, what is the direct translation?
Preguntar is to ask.
To ask. So to ask somebody a question.
Ask a question, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And pedir?
Pedir is to ask for.
Okay. So, the distinction, although it's slight, is important because one is asking, for example, asking a question. The other one is asking for something, that somebody gives you something. Yeah?
Ask for a favor.
Exactly.
Ask for
any service from somebody to you. Yeah? Pedir. Also, ask for information, etc. Cynthia, would you conjugate the two verbs for us? Because certainly pedir is irregular, isn't it? Preguntar isn't. So how does preguntar conjugate?
In present tense?
Yeah.
Okay. Pregunto, preguntas, pregunta, preguntamos, preguntáis, preguntan.
Qué bien.
Gracias, Gordon.
Qué bien hablas.
Even though I only got 82% in Duolingo.
That's true. Cynthia's doing with Duolingo, yes? It's it's the other one, isn't it? Babel.
No. Babel.
Babel, yeah.
Babel.
A little sort of app, and
my stepdaughter is doing Spanish with this app, and they tell you the word and you have to repeat it. And I said for fun, I'll say the word.
They grade you so on your accuracy as a pronunciation. Yeah?
Uno was the word I had to repeat. So I said uno, and I only got 81%.
You're only 81% Spanish.
I'm only 81% Spanish.
That's because you spend so much time in England. This is the problem. Your accent's it's going down the pan.
That was funny. Yeah.
Bueno.
Gracias, Gordon, por eso,
De nada. Okay, so that's preguntar.
Sí.
But then we've got pedir. Now, pedir is a little bit irregular. The E becomes an I. Yeah? So how does it go?
Pido, pides, pide, pedimos, pedís, piden.
Okay, so if you notice, Spanish verbs are good verbs, so you get the I in the pido, pides, pide, and then back to the E, pedimos, pedís, and then piden. Yeah? Okay? Now, some very important things about this. In the English sentence, what happens quite often is the for word with pedir is displaced, okay? And it causes a bit of confusion. So think of this sentence: I ask the waiter for more wine. Okay? So we put the waiter in between, but really it's ask for. Okay, so you have to watch out for that. Just because you're hearing ask and there isn't a for directly afterwards doesn't mean that it's not to ask for. So look at the whole sentence when you do that. How would you say that, Cynthia? I asked the waiter for more wine.
Le pedí al camarero más vino.
That's in the past, yes? I asked.
I asked. What
Yeah,
did you say? I asked.
I ask.
Okay. Le pido al camarero más vino.
Okay, now, you might be wondering, or maybe not. Now you will once I've mentioned it. Before you went.
Put that.
Now that you mentioned it, yeah. Why did Cynthia put le in front? Le pido al camarero. So to him, I ask the waiter. Why did Cynthia put le when we're mentioning the waiter's name? And the reason is...
Because pedir and preguntar are part of the redundant indirect pronoun.
Okay, now...
Which is you always add le or les if you're talking about third person, even if you've got the name or the noun in the sentence. Like in this case we've got camarero, but we still have to add le with pedir and preguntar.
Okay. Now we have covered this in our previous podcasts, but I think it was in the next level up, okay? But basically whenever, even if you're mentioning the name, you must put the pronoun with these. And if you don't know what the pronoun is, then that's some homework and you're going to have to look through the rest of our podcasts. So, then the past tense, I asked the waiter for more wine. What did you say, Cynthia?
Le pedí al camarero más vino.
Okay, so le pedí. And again, that's in the preterite past, one time, event. So again, if you're not familiar with that, then it's time to start looking at the preterite.
I have to say something about preguntar.
Okay.
Because I said before, well, preguntar is to ask a question. And then a question is una pregunta. And you say in English, ask a question.
I'm pleased you mentioned that. I was going to mention that as well. You've stolen that from me.
But we don't say in Spanish, ask a question. We say make a question.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's very redundant. We're talking about redundancy.
As if that matters, yeah.
We just add it here and then
sometimes
we take it away.
They allow redundancy and sometimes they don't.
Why not? So we don't say preguntar una pregunta. We say hacer una pregunta.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I learned that
yesterday.
Shut it. I learned that maybe 2 or 3 Christmases ago when I was making a video in Cynthia's house in Spain, and I said to a mum, I said, ¿Puedo preguntarte una pregunta? And Cynthia came rushing in and said, hacerte una pregunta.
I'm always the baddie, aren't I?
You were that night. And then repeatedly afterwards. So,
until this day.
Hasta la fecha. So yeah, to make a question, so it's important that, yeah?
To make a question.
Okay, so what about this one, Cynthia? Because this is a preposition that goes with preguntar. When you want to ask about somebody, how do you do that? You say, I want to ask about your brother or something like that.
Preguntar por or sobre.
Okay. Sobre makes more sense, yes?
About.
But quite often they'll use preguntar. So, for example,
when you say,
go on.
No, when you say in English, he was asking after you.
Yeah.
Which in my head is so weird. After you're here, and that's the question.
Because you got.
He's asking here.
Okay.
So to ask after is preguntar por.
Yeah.
So we would say preguntaba por ti. He was asking after you.
Yeah, or about you.
Or about you, but you don't say about you.
He was asking after you, yeah,
after
exactly,
you.
That's how we say it, yeah. Okay, muy bien. What? It sounds perfect to say he was asking about you.
Just never heard it.
No, it's probably wrong. What I'm saying is it sounds perfect to me.
I'm asking about something.
Yeah. No, but it's perfect to me because I have Spanish in my head and now I don't know what's right and wrong in English anymore.
I know.
I've lost it.
I'm going through the same. But yes, it's preguntar por.
Okay, so let's do a couple of examples and see the difference.
No time now.
Oh no podemos. Okay.
No examples.
No example. But you have had some examples. Okay, obviously there's a lot more examples in the help sheets. Also, if you like this video, if you find these videos helpful, please go to our Facebook page and like it. We are facebook.com/lightspeed.spanish. That's it, lightspeed.spanish. Okay, and please like us, that will help us a lot. Okay, muchas gracias y nos vemos.
Y nos vamos.
O al revés. Adiós.